plan was went all up in smoke. Hi, hello, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Chelsea Sang. This is Chelsea. I'm here, let's do this. Okay, so last video I said I was gonna take a trip. I took this trip, okay? I was so excited about this. Finally, Books A Million have their still come back round. And I don't know if this is a me problem or a them problem. Okay, so it was definitely on me for missing the sale, not really paying attention, not double checking before I left that previous weekend. But also something has been up with Books A Million. Like, I get emails every day about some kind of other sale that's going on in store, but never about what's happening with manga. And that has changed recently. Now I know everything that's been going on with the manga industry and like what's late, what's pushed back because of COVID, printing, reprinting, all that stuff. I know that, but they are usually up on telling you what's going on. You know, like they didn't even announce that they were having a buy to get one. Somebody on this Reddit thread mentioned that they just popped into a store and it was happening. So it's like, they're not gonna tell you that it's happening. They're not gonna tell you it started. They're not gonna tell you that it's gonna end either. Like, what is that? Like, they are actively trying not to have people come in and buy up on their manga. You know, this is just another thing piled on top of all the other things that Books A Million has done to be on my shit list, okay? It is officially on my shit list, right? Now, I'm not gonna stop patronizing. I won't stop. By the time I got to Books A Million, the damn sale was over. No, I can't just like take a trip any old time. So, and I knew this going in, which is why me, millennial, me, picked up a phone and I called. Can you believe that? I called and spoke to somebody on the phone in the store, to the first store that I knew I was gonna stop at. How long will it be going on for? A couple weeks. I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. Wouldn't you know, when I got there, the sale was over. But you know what? We trot on. I stopped at 2 Books A Million stores. And the first one was in Rockaway, New Jersey. Rockaway, New Jersey is the closest Books A Million store to me, which is a 40-minute drive, which really, when you think about it, really isn't that far. But I decided that I would make this one trip, so drove out there. It's a pretty small store, but of course, you know, pretty decent selection. I of course didn't buy anything. Because I fully intended to spend money anyway. I was going to, but there wasn't really anything that really jumped out at me. So I just kind of walked around, felt all sad for myself, and then hopped right back out. All right, I was gonna go to Allentown, Pennsylvania, to see what I can find, and I decided to stop at some Barnes and Nobles on the way. So the first one was at some place that I would put here. They had a pretty good selection, Barnes and Noble. But yeah, they had a pretty tall wall. I actually found volume 3 of Go With The Clouds, North by Northwest there, so I just picked that up. I did check out 2nd and Charles. It was a cool little place. It's a used bookstore. In their manga section, so you can go and sell your used manga, and you can get credit to buy manga as well. But it seemed like they actually had more new manga than used manga, but they had a pretty decent array. Pretty good selection there. I was actually pretty surprised. But I did end up walking around in 2nd and Charles for a bit, and it's a pretty nice store. I think if I'm ever in Allentown again, I will definitely check there just to see what is going on. And so I left 2nd and Charles not spending a dime again. Third store, $0. So after that, I decided that I was gonna go to the second Books A Million, which is in and when I lived in Pennsylvania, this one was only about half an hour for me, so I would frequent this a lot. So we just went in, you know, for nostalgia's sake. Fourth store, $0. I was on a mission to find an in-store copy of Hell's Paradise, Volume 4. There is supposed to be one in-store in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. There's supposed to be one in-store in Exton, Pennsylvania. Now, each of these are at least an hour to 2 hours apart in terms of driving distance. As we know, with shopping in store, it's normally a hit or miss. You never actually know. And even though they said they have one, it most likely means that in store there are none. Okay. I drove to Exton, where they were supposed to have the copy. Now, I searched that manga section, 0 copies of Hell's Paradise. 0, okay? He went back up to the shelf, checked, it wasn't there, and just kind of like, all right, it looks like somebody stole it. Because we were supposed to have it, but it's not here, you know? So, 5th store, 0, wait, pause. Good for my wallet, not good for my feelings. After that, I just went home, you know, being all disappointed. It did say that it was available in Lancaster, but I didn't bother going. And because the Books A Million sale was over, I didn't bother driving almost 50 minutes to Lancaster to walk around in a store that I know doesn't really have a very large selection of manga. So I just didn't bother. Alright, so for this trip, the only thing I came away with was volumes 3 and 4 of Go With The Clouds North by Northwest. Super disappointing day, but I'm not mad that I finally got these, although I only bought them because I planned to spend money and didn't get the chance to spend the amount of money that I planned to spend. So I wasted a couple dollars on this. Just because I planned to spend money doesn't mean I have to spend it needlessly, because I could have just gotten these online for less. But that's the trick of the retail store. When you're in there, when you are in there and they say, we have it, buy it here. I almost fell into my own trap. So before I close up, I want to take special time to give a shout out to Gemini Manga for shouting me out in his 100 subscriber giveaway special video. If you guys haven't heard of the channel or been over there, you're missing out. Definitely go check it out. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, watch a few videos, see what's up. And also, you know what? Do that for me too. If you're here, it's the end of the video. If you're here, like and subscribe. Only if you want, really. It's okay if you don't, it really is. But thank you for watching. Please come back. See you again in the next video.